Chapter 15, Life Success. You are worth it. Life is like a grindstone. Whether it grinds you down or polishes you up depends on what you're made of. Be happy with your work. Everybody deserves to be happy. Like it or not, you're going to spend most of your life at work. You should have a sense of pride and accomplishment about the work you do. Otherwise, why bother? Hey, a paycheck is a paycheck, but what's really important is how you earn it. Be happy about the good things in your life. Look at your job as your place to achieve something and grow your knowledge. It's true, nobody can decide to be happy for you. Not every day will be daisies and sunshine. But even when you have an off day, try to see the bigger picture of your life and the good things your work brings to it. So what if you didn't go to college? A lot of guys in the industry might look down on themselves because they weren't so great in school. Well, I'm here to tell you it doesn't matter anymore. I'm not saying education isn't important. What I'm saying is that education isn't something that you only get in a classroom. There are plenty of college-educated idiots and just as many non-college-educated geniuses. If you take a college graduate and a blue-collar guy and put them in any work situation, their success will depend on a number of things that have nothing to do with how many years they went to school. For example, are they good with people? Do they follow through? Are they honest and ethical? Do they communicate well? Do they understand the business that they're in? Are they focused and determined to succeed? Are they trying to improve themselves? Can they mentor others? Are they self-motivated? And can they lead? I could write a whole book about dropouts who took the world by storm, guys who figured their time was too valuable to waste on one more day of school. Like Ray Kroc, he was a high school dropout. He built McDonald's into the most successful fast food restaurant chain in the world. He died a mega millionaire, and his widow gives millions to charity every year. Or Bill Gates, he was a college dropout. He built Microsoft Corporation from nothing and developed the software that powers 90% of the world's personal computers. Oh, and he's also worth about $40 billion. I could write a whole book about college graduates who couldn't even tie your shoes. Give yourself some credit. Success is not just about what you know, it's about who you are. Know that you're the best in the world at what you do and start believing it today. A life in balance. A guy once told me if you dread going to work in the morning, then your life is pretty bad. And if you feel the same way about going back home at night, then you're really in trouble. So what do you do about it? You make sure your life is in balance. Don't worry, I'm not going Dr. Phil on you here. I'm just talking about making sure you're having fun regularly. You're working on the important relationships in your life. You're taking time for yourself, but not being totally selfish about it. You're taking care of your health. You're doing the things in this book to secure your future. You're taking the time to involve yourself in your kids' lives, and you're learning something new every month. You know what you need better than I do. Just remember, too much of anything can mess up your life. Not enough of some things can also be a problem. Don't settle for less in your life. Your life is waiting for you right now. Take care of it because it's the only one you've got and the meter is running. The rut. Okay, I know some of you are in the rut. When you're in the rut, everything sucks. It used to be fun and interesting, but now it's just painful. The job's a ball and chain, and it takes everything you've got to drag your ass out of bed and face the day. I get it. Everybody hits the rut once in a while. A lot of things can put you in the rut. Long-term unemployment, recovering from injury, tough life issues like death or divorce or money problems, bored with life, depression, or not feeling challenged, when you're wondering if you made the right career choice, or if you're envious of others, and finally, booze or drugs. I've even been there myself. After I got divorced, I was dragging for almost 6 months. Everybody I worked with knew I was bummed out and messed up. They carried me for a while until I got my head straightened out, but it didn't happen right away. Looking back, the only thing I know for sure is that being unhappy totally sucks. I learned that being in the rut is no way to live, and I will never allow myself to go there again. I also know that no one except me could have ever gotten me out. If you're in it or know someone who needs a hand getting out, think about these options. Spend more time with your kids. Spend more time doing stuff that you really like to do. Go to a credit counselor. Get additional training and make yourself more valuable. Try AA or rehab if it's booze or drugs. Change your company or career entirely. Go see a counselor or a psychologist. Hey, if Tony Soprano can, so can you. Start working out. Volunteer at your church or coach at your kid's school. Get your GED or take a class at the local junior college. Get a really good lawyer if it's a divorce or some legal problem. Run for business agent. Now you're really asking for it. Get a dog or a hamster. They have smaller shits to clean up. The major problem with being in the rut is that you're not motivated to do much anyway. It's even harder to try something new. But that's exactly what you must do. You have to break the pattern. Otherwise, you'll just keep getting dragged down further. You have to get back into action. Don't let it take one more minute from your life. You're worth more than that, and you deserve to feel better. It's a good life. No matter what happens, always remember that life is good. Sometimes it doesn't look that way, but if you think about it long enough, you'll see that it's pretty good. Being a union construction guy in North America is pretty damned awesome considering the alternatives, but you got to get outside yourself for a minute to see it. You're a guy with a job and a profession to be proud of. You have a wage and fringe package worth between $35 and $50 an hour. You have health benefits, a pension, and maybe health care for when you get old. You'll be able to give your kids a good education if they want it. Everywhere you go, you see places you helped build with pride. And that's just for starters. You probably got all sorts of good things going on in your life. It's just hard not to take them for granted sometimes, that's all. Well, for comparison's sake, let's take a quick look at some of the other 6 billion people on the planet Earth. 2 billion of them can't read or write. 2.5 billion go to bed hungry every night. 3 billion have dirt floors in their homes or no homes at all. 5 billion have no savings, no insurance, and no access to modern medicine. That's billion with a B. Now I know some of you are going to say, who cares? I don't know any people like that. I only see them on TV. Hey, the point is, you're living pretty large, a hell of a lot better than about 80% of the people on the planet. You might not have Donald Trump's cash, but look on the bright side, you don't have his hair problem either. Look, I don't want to get all preachy here, but when you start worrying about your life or your job, just try to remember it's still a pretty good life. Life's never going to be perfect. Happiness is an art. You get it by working for what you need and want, enjoying what you've got, and forgetting about the rest.